is just a normal day, and all of a sudden you start having a chest pain. Before you can understand, you collapse. Then the ambulance to the hospital, and suddenly your heart comes to a halt. It can happen to any of us at any point of time. A massive heart attack out of the blue, and we are left wondering, why did this happen? But on reflection, you might find that it is the sum total of all the cheeseburgers and all the chicken burgers and all the fried chicken wings and all the momos and other things, kachoris and all the junk that we are accustomed to taking in order to satisfy our taste buds. But in a quest to satisfy our taste buds, we are cutting our own lives short. Right at this moment, the next pandemic is upon us, and it is bringing death and disease in its wake. And the next pandemic will be something which will be of our own doing, unlike the COVID pandemic. And that pandemic will be the fast food pandemic. Fast food has slowly but surely become a part of our food culture. And these stuff, you name it, anything, burgers, French fries, fried chicken, fish fry, kachori, you name it, the list is endless and exhaustive. We take them as snacks to satisfy our cravings for our hunger cravings, as well as to satisfy our taste buds. And these foods are very high in saturated fat content, sugar, and more often they are cooked in pure lard like palm oil. And once this food enters our body, it causes inflammation in multiple organs. For example, think about the human heart. The function of the human heart is to pump blood. It's a circulation system of the body. Now, when this fat enters the body, or rather it is processed by the heart, the fat is deposited along the walls of the artery which carries blood to the heart. And slowly, the space, if you consider this tunnel to be like an artery that carries blood to your heart, due to the deposits of fat all along the artery, space gradually gets constricted. And then finally, if it closes, the blood is no longer able to pass through this. So it clots here, forms an embolus, and that embolus, if it moves to the heart, it causes a heart attack. And we are to blame. Every other day we see adolescents dropping dead from heart attack. Think about the age groups, 14, 15, 16, 20, 25. Is that even an age to die? But owing to our eating habits, gradually we are coming to accept the span of human life has been somewhat around 50 to 55 years. And we have come to accept it. Because we are accepting our unhealthy eating habits. And this is not all. One of the greatest components in all this fast food stuff is palm oil. Now, if you think about palm oil, it's a very cheap variety of oil that is used in processing multiple food stuff. And not just fast food. Palm oil can be found even in innocuous food sources that we have come to regard as normal. For example, think about the 2-minute noodles, think about Maggi, think about Top Ramen, or even think about the biscuits that you consume. If you just read the label, you will see one of the ingredients on the label is palm oil. And this palm oil is very harmful to the human body because once it enters the body, it fucks up the intestines, the digestive system, as well as the heart. Now, this pandemic, are we going to let it spread or are we going to fall victim to it? It's entirely in our own hands. If we make wise decisions, if we select healthy eating over unhealthy eating, and trust me guys, healthy eating does not always mean that food is bland, tasteless, and you have to just hold your nose like this and consume the food. No, it's not like that. Healthy food is tasty too. But nowadays, people seem to have forgotten that. Whatever your mother cooks at home is much better than all the food that you can buy on the streets. Whatever is healthy is safe for you. Now, recently there has been a spurt of food influencers all over YouTube. Now, I don't blame these guys. It's their job, it's their business, and they are giving you all the places, all the upcoming places where you can visit, where you can eat all this junk food and where you can throw away your life. So okay, they're getting paid for it, they're getting views, they're getting money, so be it. But then again, even if you are watching those videos, think about the fact that no influencer on YouTube or Instagram will take charge or will take responsibility for you. If you suffer from a heart attack or perchance, God forbid, if you die, it's your family that will suffer. So think about it. Gradually, the way in which fast food is coming into the world, processed foods are making their way into the shelves of grocery stores. The next question that we should be asking ourselves is, are we going to fall victims to this pandemic? Or are we going to prevent it like responsible citizens, not just for ourselves, but for generations to come? Think about it. Indian culture was always renowned for healthy eating. As a matter of fact, I remember seeing a video on YouTube which said that even the Westerners, the Britishers who colonized India, they were mesmerized, they were surprised or astonished by the physique of Indian farmers, the hardiness, the strength of the Indian farmers. Back in that time, did the Indian farmers eat unhealthy food? You can see over here there's a picture of an Indian farmer from the... Look at that physique. Forget the physique. Think about the strength and the innate health that this guy possessed. Did they get it from eating fast food? No. So, let us answer back. Remember, we as Indians were the ones who were into healthy eating. So we as Indians have to take the responsibility to guide the rest of the world, the future generations, about how to eat clean. Let's not pick up the Western fast food culture. When we think about the West, some of us feel that only by blindly copying the West can we do something big. Let's take the good things from the West, but with respect to food habits. Let's forsake that junk food habit, that junk food culture that they have, and let's go back to our roots and start living healthy. Let's stop this pandemic altogether. In this fight, let's be together.